Hello everyone, welcome to Gunk. I'm Rosanna and got my lovely model Natalia with us today. I'll be showing you a glamorous Valentine's makeup look, focusing on the eyes and lips. I've prepped the skin already with foundation, concealer, and a sculpt of the face. And now we can start with the eyes and lips. So I'm going to do a nice warm toned eye, perfect for Valentine's Day. I'm going to start. My model's had eye base already. You can use concealer, just a little bit here as an eye base. I'm going to use a nice buffing crease brush. Start with a light shade. I'm using this peachy one and just following the crease. Just applying a little bit here. Very light colour. Then I'm going to go with this colour. It's a nice light brown. All my eyeshadows are Makeup Geek, but I don't think you can get them in the UK anymore. But you can get eyeshadows anywhere, especially warm toned. If you have edited eyes, I would suggest you get your model to look straight ahead, because where you're applying it, you end up applying it higher. Just getting the crease a little bit defined. And to pack more colour in the crease, I'm using this brush, it's a little bit tapered. It's good for detail and good for more definition. I'm using the same colour perfectly here on the outer V. Getting it perfectly in the crease. I'm just doing the other side. Now I'm going to go with a deeper shade. This is warm toned brown, just a little bit deeper. The same tapered brush, I'm tapping off the excess, and then focus this on the outer V. And up, up. You want the eyeshadow to go up instead of down. And I'm making a nice cat eye shape. Or do it to your models or your own eye shape that suits you. I'm just putting more colour on the outer V. This doesn't just have to be Valentine's Day. It could be a nice evening, nice night out with the girls, nice day today. It's a nice simple, and I know warm tones are very popular, and because my model's got a warm skin tone, this suits her perfectly. Now I'm using the same brush I used at the beginning, a nice buffing brush. I've tapped off the excess and I'm just blending this upwards in circular. You don't apply the product directly here, you want to apply it in the crease and then blend upwards. Okay? I'm just going to be adding more colours, a bit more of the deeper, just enhancing it a bit. Making it a little bit deeper. I'm going to go with a little deeper brown to enhance it a little bit more on the outer corner. This really deep, rich brown. The same tapered brush. Tapping off the excess. Focusing on the outer V. I'm using my blending brush. Making a nice cat eye. I'm just doing the other side. Advise when you're doing your own eyeshadow, swap sides and alternate. Because you do all one eye first and then you do the other, forget what you did, an exact shade and exact steps. So it's better to alternate. Just putting it here and a little bit of blend. If you go over, it's okay, you can always use concealer. I'm just using the brush that I used earlier for concealer and just using what's left just to sharpen the lines up a bit. going to go in a little bit deeper. I'm going to add a little bit of black. Remember, always start small and add. Easier is adding than taking away. And black is a very harsh colour, so I'm just adding a little bit deep with my brush and then just applying it straight on the outer V. And then just blending. Because you only want it on the outer V. Enhancing the eyes, and then I'm just blending. And I don't want it all the way over here, I want the gradient of shades. And the outer V. Using my buffing brush, just blending it out. Just going to add a little bit more of that lighter brown that we used at the beginning, just to help blend it together. I'm going to deepen up a little bit more. I'm using that really deep brown shade that we used. Applying it. To give a lovely cat eye effect. Okay, I'm going to choose the lid colour. We're going to use this shade here. It's a nice lightish pinkish brown, and it's a forward effect. You can use shimmer eyeshadow. A good tip to make eyeshadow more prominent is to spray your brush with fixing spray. Mine's NYX. Make sure it's not too wet though, and that will just enhance the eyeshadow. I'm just applying it on the eyelid, keeping it in the centre. A good tip to use highlighter as an eyeshadow. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this near the inner corner, just blending it in the other shade to add more light. Just going to use a clean buffing brush, clean off the excess, and making sure everything is lovely and blended. Now we're going to do under the eyes. I'm going to use a pencil brush, similar to this, which is tapered. I'm going to use the second brown shade, and just blend this with the eyeshadow. You don't want to go too far, you don't want to go down here, you want to go near the waterline. Now I'm going to go deepest brown that we used, applying on the outer. Just use my nice tapered brush to help blend it together. Just doing the other side. I'm going to add a little bit of black on the tip of my brush, like this, on the very tip. And I just want to apply this just here, just a little bit, and then blending it out. And here. Just blending it out. Just making sure everything's lovely and blended. Now I'm going to go in with some mascara. I'm going to get my model to do her own, so she can get closer to the lash line than I can, and also make sure when you work with models you use a disposable one. You do not want to double dip. So she's getting closer to the lash line, and I'm going to prep for some brows. Make sure you get another disposable wand when you need more. Never double dip on the same wand if you're working with models, because you don't want to contaminate your product. If you're working yourself, then use your own. A good tip with mascara is to bend the wand because it's easier to apply and you can get right near the inner corner. Now I'm going to use the brows. Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I'm using the shade Taupe. Just lightly filling in the brows. Going over my natural model's eyebrow shape. I'm going to use a disposable wand to brush it and blend it together. Just enhancing the shape. Put the pencil along here so you can see where your brow is supposed to end, and you put it here so you can see where it's supposed to start. And this is especially good when you're tweezing. And the centre of the pupil up, you can see where the arch is supposed to be. Just follow my natural model's brow shape. Just enhancing that arch. I'm going to go in with a little bit of powder. Anastasia Beverly Hills. And using the same wand I used before, just to help brush it together. If you have really brushy eyebrows, I would suggest using brow gel. Just applying a little bit more on the outer corner of the tail. Just enhancing the shape a little bit more. Now we're finished with the eyes. I'm just going to zoom in so you can see. And now we're going to do the lips. So when I did my skincare, I already prepped with some lip balm. Before, you always want to apply lip balm before to let it sink in instead of just before. And I'm doing a nice red lip, perfect for Valentine's Day. I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a lipstick palette. It's got all your shades, perfect freelance. It's got all your shades of your primary colours and your light and dark shade to design your own lipstick. Usually have lipstick in bullet form, you can use that. I'm going to start with some lip liner. Mine's Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the shade Kiss and Tell. I'm just following her natural lip line. I like this cotton bud, it's got a little taper tip, perfect for makeup. Okay, I'm going to go in with some lipstick. You don't have to worry about too much with the lip liner because we're going to use lipstick that's going to fill it. I'm using a small detailed brush for the lips, but you can use the lipstick straight from the bullet. Purpose of freelance, you always want to dispense your product. You'll never double dip in. I'm just loading up my brush and then starting the bottom lip. Okay, just taking my time. This is a lovely warm toned red, which suits my model's skin tone because she's got a warm undertone. This has got more of an orangey red. Also perfect for the summer. Just using a cotton bud just to define the lip a bit more, to clean it up. I'm going to get a tissue and get my model to blot her lips. And for long lasting, for a makeup, separate your tissue. Get a little bit of loose powder that's translucent. And take a buffing brush like this, like a nice crease brush, like the similar ones you use for the eyes. Nice and fluffy. Take a little bit on product, put the tissue over the model's lips. And then pat in the powder. This also helps if you've got a more glossy lipstick and you want to mattify it. It's also good for long lasting for when you eat and drink. I'm just going to go in a little bit more with the colour, because the main impact is the lips, and then it balances out with the eyes. If you smile for me, if you smile, where the lipstick's gone too far down, so you can clean it up easier to make the lip line a bit more crisp. Blotting off the lips again. The same trick again with the powder and the tissue to make it more long lasting. Can we go in a bit of concealer just to neaten up that line, just going under, just to crisp it up. This is the finished look for Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, focusing on the eyes and lips. The transitional gradient, finished with a lovely red lip for Valentine's Day. Just finished the look. My model's wearing her red dress that she's going to wear. I put her hair in a nice high ponytail and then I curled her fringe at the sides. I'm just going to zoom in so you can see the eyes and the lips. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and click the bell for the notification so that you're notified every time we post a video. Don't forget to follow Gunk on all of our other socials that are linked in the description box. I am Rosanna and I thank you for watching. Have a lovely Valentine's Day and the rest of your day. Bye!